What's going on, everybody? Mike McIntyre here, back from All Things Sports, bringing you a brand new video. Super pumped to be back. I have a brand new football boot review for you, so let's get right into this review. Alright guys, Mike McIntyre, All Things Sports, back with a brand new video. Thanks for stopping by as always. Appreciate that you're here. Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. Please hit the bell notification. That's the business that we have to get out of the way. It really helps the channel out. We're trying to make this thing bigger and allows me to bring more videos like this for you guys. So please check out all those things and let's get right into this brand new review. So guys, I have in front of me the new Nike Mercurial Vapor 14 in the latest colorway of this chlorine blue, marina, and laser orange. Now their shadow black pack or whatever they called it just dropped, but I do have these boots here. These are a brand new colorway. Let's show you all about these boots, and to be honest, I almost thought for a second that this was the Mercurial 15 because it was a new design with the upper. We have these new graphics and all of that, so I think myself, as well as many other people, thought for a moment when we first saw these pictures, these press releases and all that, that this might actually be the Vapor 15, but it's just an updated graphic. So we have our traditional silver Nike box here. We flip open the lid, and then inside we have the two boots, so we'll get those out. And of course, we have a string bag. So the string bag has the graphics on it. So you get this really cool chlorine blue Mercurial string bag with the Mercurial logo here, Flyknit, Nike swooshes here, all kinds of graphics printed out in that kind of marina color. On the back, you have the Mercurial branding as well as the engineered for speed hashtag or logo, whatever, and your blue straps. There is a pocket inside. Cool looking string bag in my opinion. But let's get on to the main talking point, which are these bad boys right here. The new Mercurial Vapor 14 in this new graphic, this new chlorine blue, marina, and laser orange colorway. If you ask me, I'm a huge fan of the colorway. I think it looks really good. The graphics I'm actually a fan of as well, at least in this particular colorway. I think it brings something to the boot. And overall, I think it looks really, really good. So obviously, as you can see, chlorine blue is that upper material, the base for it at least. Then you have this marina, which they're calling is this kind of darker blue elements that you get throughout the upper. And then of course you have laser orange with this hint of almost a red color inside that graphic. And now the graphics are actually supposed to highlight certain areas of the boot. So you've got this outside area over here with the Nike logo, and it says the Vapor Posit. On the other side, you have the All Conditions Control branding with another sort of circle on the instep here. On the forefoot area, you have this kind of target area, which is supposed to highlight the forefoot area for control and touch. And it says componentized design, whatever the hell that means. So it's a bit strange, but overall I think the graphics look the part. They look good, which is important. So talking about the Vapor 14, there is nothing new, as I mentioned, given that it is not a new boot. We still have the Flyknit material making up the majority of the upper, and then you got this kind of waxy grip feeling on top, and of course your All Conditions Control ACC texturing on top to give the boot a little bit of feel, a little bit of extra texture, and a little bit more of that kind of waxy feel on the ball. I would not call it grip, but it just adds a little bit of texture to the ball, making that kind of feeling with it a little bit more, I don't know, it just enhances the feeling a little bit. So I am a fan of the upper, and I am a fan of the way it feels at least. I think they did a good job with the weave and the pattern of this Flyknit material for the Vapor 14. All the other ingredients do not change. You still have an internal heel counter with this little pull tab at the back. You still have, at least in this firm ground configuration, the Nike Mercurial Vapor sole plate, which is engineered for speed, as they say. And again, the studs are shaped in that chevron pattern, which I'm not a fan of. They do make the AG version, which is something that Nike is quite good at, which are conical studs. You have more of them. They're not quite as long, and they do offer a little bit more forgiveness on artificial surfaces. So I would strongly recommend going with an AG stud pattern if you play on artificial turf. And honestly, even if you play on the occasional grass, I don't think you're going to have a problem with that stud pattern. Yes, they're not going to be as long, as aggressive as this firm ground one, but I think overall it's a better stud pattern. So I'm just a fan of that AG model. The Flyknit material is exposed on the tongue where the laces are. It is a one-piece construction after all, so you do not have a traditional tongue. The laces do kind of go in and out through the upper, and the exposed area here is obviously designed to give you enough stretch to get the boot on. So that's pretty much it. There's not too much to talk about. The graphics are what really sells this boot, in my opinion. I think it looks really good, and the colors that they chose really pulls it all together. And I think it's a good refresh for a Vapor 14 that, in all honesty, I kind of think it's lost its shine a little bit. I think the Vapor 14, while being a really good boot, just seems to, for whatever reason, have fallen under the radar. And I think this graphic update really did kind of give it that resurgence that it needed. So let's head on over to the turf. We'll try these things on and we'll talk about fit and feel. So trying the Vapor 14 on feet is nothing new, for my foot at least, because they are a narrower boot. This one fits decently, but it's still not the best option for wide feet. It's always been a sort of streamlined and thin profiled boot, so it really does fit slim-footed people better. Average width people fits okay, but for the wide-footed people, it's not the best option. And it's just because it's not a very wide boot, and that one-piece construction forces you to stretch that tongue area as much as possible to get the Flyknit around your foot. And at least for me, it's never been the best fitting option. In terms of length, it is decent, so I would suggest going true to size. Do not change your size just to get into them. If you find the Vapor somewhat uncomfortable, chances are it's not the best fitting boot for your foot. I've always liked the way Vapors look on my own feet. I think they look good. They give you some sort of confidence, and I think it's just a really cool silhouette, and it looks the part. It looks very, very good. It just doesn't fit everybody, so that's one thing you need to be aware of. Again, with the sole plate, it's not my preferred stud pattern. I would strongly suggest going for the AG model, in my particular opinion, just because I'm a fan of the conical studs. But overall, it does feel good, and the Flyknit feels quite good. Give it a little bit of a break-in period, and I think it'll soften up to be a really nice feeling upper. It's relatively soft, relatively flexible. I would not say this one is quite as soft or as flexible as the Adidas Speedflow, however. I do think in terms of competing between the Mercurial Vapor and the Speedflow, I think the Speedflow has it beat in terms of upper. I think it's got a softer upper, I think it has a more flexible upper, and I think it just feels better in my opinion while being just as thin as this Flyknit Mercurial Vapor 14. So let's head over back to the desk and we'll wrap the video up. So there you have it, guys. There's my review of the Mercurial Vapor 14s. These brand new Mercs look fantastic. Huge fan of the colorway. Huge fan of the updated graphics. I honestly think it looks really, really good. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you like this one? Do you not? Please leave a like on the video. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification. You know the drill. Mike McIntyre, All Things Sports. I'm signing off for now. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, take care. Peace.